mo, diba? Always upbeat, always positive. But then there are times really that you're feeling down, that things are not doing well. Diba? Sinong may mga experience ng ganyan? Itaas ang mga paa. O, diba? Puro walang paa. No? Diba? Pinagdadaanan natin yan. But then this community has really kept me going. The free trainings, that, you know, when everybody gets together and the energy is just there to build each other up, you know. So really, this is really a place wherein I grow, I become better as a person, and I learn from different people. All right, so ayan na, medyo dumadami na tayo. Hello, Leslie. Hello, dudes. Welcome, welcome to our call. It is an honor for me to start the call. And as I have said, I am by profession a nurse, but my passion is really helping people. All right, so this topic, para sa akin, very, very important. Why? Because I've heard a lot of successful people say that if you don't plan the day, someone else will plan it for you. And most often, it's not a very good plan. You know? So kung wala kang plano para sa buhay mo or para sa even just for your day, somebody else will come, someone else that you didn't expect will try to change things, and the outcome will be something that you do not like most of the time, or something that will not help you grow. You know, my favorite book, which is the Bible, says in Proverbs 29:18, it says there, and I quote, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." So very simple pa lang na statement na yan. Perish means not necessarily dying or not necessarily disappearing from earth, but basically you're lost. You don't know where you're going. You have no direction. You know, mga millennials, sinasabi nila, my compass, my North Star. You know, mga ganyang mga words, di ba? It's amazing na may mga words sila na ganyan. But then if you don't have that vision, if you don't have that plan, and if you don't have that goal, parang suntok ka lang sa buwan. Pag gising mo sa umaga, you don't even know where you're going. You don't even know what you're doing. Or if you have a job, if you have family, things will just become routine. And when you are asked, ano ba ang plano mo sa buhay? Ewan. Bahala na si Tarzan. Oh, di ba? Hindi maganda ang sagot na yan. But there are people who have become successful in life, and you ask them, what's your goal? What's your plan? And they will show you a piece of paper filled with their plans, filled with everything that they want to do every day. And you know what? As I was saying, this community has helped me start a plan, start goal setting. Araw-araw, even for just the daily method of operations, even if nagbi-break ako sa work, nagpo-post ako kasi yan yung ginagawa ko, kasi may plano. Kasi naka-set up. So ibig sabihin, every moment of my life, there is something that I need to do. And I know that these are steps that will take me to the vision, to the hope, or to the goal that I want in my life. Wow, dumadami na tayo. Amazing. Alrighty. So, without any further ado, I will have to introduce you to the very people. But first, isang tao muna, because we have two powerful speakers. So please stay until the end of this call, because I know from my heart that you will be getting something that will change your outlook in life, and it will make you have a plan, a goal, and a setup for your life. So now we will start listening to one of these powerful speakers. So he is a life and transition coach, and his mission is to help his clients get clear about what they really want in life, help them figure out their new path. Wow, that's really amazing. And create plans with them on how to get there so that they can move from their current unfulfilled lives to their flourishing and proactive lives. Wow. He is outside of coaching. He's a lead quality engineer and a quality enthusiast with eBay. He is a semi-pro musician, a Jesus follower, a husband, and a father of 3. And currently, he is in Whitby, Ontario, Canada. So please, with masagabong na palakpakan, kahit hindi kayo maririnig masyado, let us welcome our handsome coach from Canada, Coach Kulas Angeles! Woohoo!
Right. Thank you, Joanne. Ang favorite ko doon yung handsome. Huwag nyo nang pansinin yung iba, yung handsome na lang. Joke lang. Okay. Sige, patingin naman ako ng faces nyo. Ang dami natin dito pero naka-hide yung camera natin. If you are not in a place na hindi naman kayo pwede magawa ng camera, that's okay. But if you can show us your faces, your beautiful and handsome faces, please do so. All right? So, sino excited dito na maset yung goals nila? Goals, right? And how to win them every day, how to do them every day. Okay, so without further ado, let me share my screen. May may pa-PowerPoint presentation tayo. Let me share desktop 2. Okay. Wait lang. Nag-move yung ko. Pag nakatingin ako sa taas, hindi dahil may iba akong ginagawa. Nandoon kayo sa screen ko na yon. Can everybody see my screen? Yes? Okay, perfect. So today we will be talking about how to set your goals. Buzzword yan sa anyone who is into personal development, self-growth, or just, even at work. Diba? Ano yung goals nyo sa trabaho, ano yung goals nyo sa buhay. Pero marami sa atin, kahit na meron tayong goals for the longest time, hindi natin sila alam iset. Diba? Or we think that we know how to set them until we don't get them, until we fail, doing our goals. So I hope in this talk, we can debunk the myths on how to set goals. And hopefully after this, you can start creating your own goals that you can really achieve. Okay, so a little bit more about me. So as Joanne said, I'm a life and transition coach. My company is called Move Forward and Up. I also work for eBay right now as a lead software quality engineer and software quality enthusiast. Kami yung mga nagtetest ng mga websites, ng mga applications nyo. And then I do contents in my YouTube channel as well as in my website, both colasangeles.com. And I'm an immigrant here in Canada. Hopefully, will be a citizen within the year. Nag-apply na kami ng citizenship finally. Also, I play the drums. I'm not sure if you can see my drums there. I play the drums for the Lord, and then for some when I was in Singapore, I played the drums for some bars there as well. I'm a Jesus follower, and then I'm a husband and a father of 3. So if you want to reach out to me, I have my email here, mnangeles@moveforwardandup.com, and then these are my handles for LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. All right, so let's get this party started. Okay, so today we will be talking about how to set your goals. Our agenda is for us to talk about ano ba yung prerequisites, bago ka mag-set ng goals. Kasi you don't start with the goals, right? There are prerequisites that needs to happen before you can set those goals, and we will talk about that. So also we will talk about the 2 types of goals, right? Ano ba yung dalawang goals na meron tayo dyan? And ano yung meron ako, you as an individual. Okay? And then we'll talk about why you are not meeting your goals. I have talked about this before, right? I'll just re-emphasize it again so that we can troubleshoot. The important thing is if we cannot do something, we try to troubleshoot. Okay? So hopefully this one will help you troubleshoot why you are not meeting your goals. And then this is a framework that I use as a coach, right? It's the Aim Smarter. So you might have noticed there's SMART goals. So Smarter, binago ko yan kasi I was having this conversation with JM. Dinagdag ko yung ER dun sa SMART goals. Pero yung AIM, that's something that we use sa aking coaching school and I'm implementing pagka nagko-coaching sessions ako. And then there's this last bonus piece wherein we will talk about smart work. So smart work, hindi hard work. We will talk about that. Smart work and hard work are 2 different things. All right? So before we begin, I want to take you to a centering exercise. Okay, so if you want to turn off your camera, which is already off for most of you, you can do so for centering. We will do some breathing exercise. For you who have attended some of the workshops that I did for ecom, I usually do centering exercise so that we can focus ourselves at the moment, remove all distractions, right? So that we can get the most out of the session, right? So 3 breaths. Ano yung 3 breaths? So literally 3 breaths to center your mind. So it's a mindfulness exercise wherein every breath there's a specific focus, right? There's specific prompts that you want to think about as we are doing the breaths, right? So let's start it. Okay. So be in a place wherein you can relax, right? Remove any distractions. If you are on your phone right now, put it down for a while. If you are watching any videos, for example, stop watching for a while and just focus on your breath for the next 30 seconds. Okay. If you want to close your eyes, you may close your eyes. If you want to turn off your video, you can turn off your video. So let's start. Inhale and have that attention to your breath. Where is it coming in? Exhale. Where is it coming out? How is your body feeling? Then inhale again. This time, relax your body as you exhale. And then lastly, inhale. Ask yourself, what's important now? Ano importante sa akin ngayon? Gusto ko bang matuto? Gusto ko bang may malamang bago? Exhale. If you're closing your eyes, you can open it now. So I hope you got yourself centered and you are ready to really know how to set your goals. All right? So without further ado, let's get this started. This is one of my favorite goal quotes, right? This is from Tony Robbins. It's not about the goal. As I was saying earlier, it's not really the goal, right? It's about growing to become the person that can accomplish the goal, right? Kahit gusto mong yumaman, pero yung pagkatao mo, yung sarili mo, yung inner work mo, hindi ready for that goal, you won't ever reach it. So the goal is not actually the goal. The goal is to become the person that is capable of doing the goal. So do you agree with this? Right? In the chat, you can put yes, no. Yeah, and I'm waiting, no? Babasahin ko talaga yung chat ngayon. Yes, yes. Sabi ni Lynette, Joanne. Yan, agree. Si Bro JM. Right. Perfect. Okay. So as I said, I'm a firm believer that goals always come after you really know who you are and what kind of life you really want to live. Right? Sabi nga ni John kanina, if hindi mo alam kung saan ka pupunta, suntok sa buwan palagi yan. Diba? Kung hindi mo alam kung anong gusto mong maging, suntok sa buwan palagi yan. Which is a great segue to our next slide. But before that, gusto ko maging interactive to eh. So please look at your chat, click that link, and answer the prompt for that one. Okay? And I'm gonna share my screen, the other screen. Okay. Okay, go. Target, vision, to accomplish, mission, future. Target. Okay, target yung pinaka-ano madami. You can enter 2 words, ha? While I'm drinking my Cafe Fit. Okay, no more? Wala nang hahabol? Okay. Okay, it's good to know. Target, future, vision, mission to accomplish, accomplishment. Okay, so we relate our goals into a target, something in the future. We visualize it. We sort of assign it to our mission, add it to our mission. There's something that we accomplish, right? Mahabal yung vision, ano. So something that we really envision for our lives, for our family, for the people we work with. Okay, thank you for sharing that. I'm gonna stop sharing. Okay, then share my screen again. Okay, you can see my screen again. Okay na? Okay ulit na. Okay. All right, so let's go to the next slide. As I was saying, there are prerequisites, no, before making a goal, and there's a lot of things that needs to happen before you can set goals. I mean, you can set goals, right? For sure. But it will be more effective if you try to know what the prerequisites are and try to do them. Okay. So the first one is do the inner work. Okay. A lot of us set our goals based on how we see other people. Right? Oh, may abs si ano, sino ba? Si Derek Ramsey, gusto ko na abs. Gawin kong goal 'yan. Mayaman sino ba? Si Elon Musk, for example. 'Di ba si Elon Musk? Gusto ko rin maging mayaman, gusto ko rin makagawa ng kotse. Pero is it really something that you really want, or is it something that society suggests things and make it for you to make it as a goal? 'Di ba? So when you do the inner work, the first thing you'll want to do probably is to know your why. Right? Why are you doing it in the first place? Gusto mong yumaman, bakit? Gusto mong magka-abs, bakit mo gusto magka-abs? Right? And if it's for surface level satisfaction, I'm not sure if you still remember yung hedonic pleasure, no? Then stop looking at that goal, right? You'll want yung demonic. Gusto ko magka-abs kasi ultimately gusto ko maging healthy. And it's a result of me being healthy. Gusto ko yumaman kasi hindi dahil gusto kong makabili ng kotse, sports car, gusto ko ng malaking bahay, kundi dahil gusto kong maging financially free, right? Gusto kong makatulong sa ibang tao, right? So yun, know your why. Why are you doing these goals in the first place? And then, know where you are right now, di ba? So nagawa na natin ito nung minsan. Nagawa natin yung life snapshot. So I hope you still remember that. Nasaan kayo ngayon sa personal growth nyo, sa financial, sa health and fitness, what else? Contribution and impact, no? So really know where you are right now. Kasi mahirap naman nag-start ka dun sa isang place na hindi mo naman alam kung na hindi naman ikaw yun, di ba? And also know your 3Ds, no? 3Ds are dreams, desire, and dissatisfaction. Okay? So the first D is dreams. What are you visualizing? What can you see? Ano yung nasa pangarap mo? Ano yung nakikita mo, di ba? Most of this parang intangibles, di ba? Kasi we are not so used to, we are so used to just dreaming, no? Daydreaming nga eh. So it has to be not just the first D, the dreams. You just don't have to see it. You need to have the desire, di ba? So the second D is desire. What's your feeling around those dreams? What emotions show up? If, for example, you want a big house, right? Ano yun? Nakikita mo siya lagi sa panaginip mo, sa habang naglalakad kang mag-isa, yung mga self-realization mo. Pero ano yung feeling around that? How does it feel when you finally have it? Ano emotion yung nag-show up? Walking around with positive pictures like yung magandang bahay, six-pack abs, di ba? In your head will not make you succeed. That alone will not make you succeed. You must feel them. You must feel them and you must believe them to be true. Okay? And then lastly, the last D for the 3Ds is dissatisfaction. So in dissatisfaction at your current state, no, the reason why you have goals, the reason why you have dreams and desire is because you are not satisfied with what you have right now. Diba? Konti lang yung pera ko sa bank account. Mataba ako. What else? hindi ko gusto yung trabaho ko. Yung mga ganon, di ba? So desire is having a discontent about where you are in life and what you have not achieved. But they are it's discontent but they are not dissatisfied. Most of us are just discontented pero hindi tayo dissatisfied. Okay? So when we feel this discontented, we feel angry, 'di ba? Galit ka, frustrated ka sa inyong sarili at sa inyong kondisyon. But you remain in the comfort zone, 'di ba? Napag-usapan na din natin to in the past. There are only two ways to feel discomfort. One is to stay in your comfort zone, or the other is to go out of your stretch zone. 'Di ba? So choose your discomfort, no? Obviously, if you stay in your comfort zone, you'll see nothing new, right? If you stay in the stretch zone, you might fail, but at least you are growing. So again, it's not anger and frustration that is needed pagka sa mga ganitong sa dissatisfaction, but gratitude towards the little things that you have now, as well as the desire to move to the next level. So true dissatisfaction creates the engine that drives the dream and the desire. Kung ayaw mo na ng sitwasyon mo, 'di ba? Ano yung gagawin mo? Magstay doon or umalis doon? Okay? So the 3Ds, know your 3Ds. What are your dreams? How do you feel about it? What is your desire around it? And how dissatisfied are you at the current moment with your life, with your work, with your finances? Okay? All right. Now we'll talk about the two types of goals. What are the two types of goals? It's just simple. Need goals and want goals. Okay? So the need goals are goals that you set when you are a victim of something or being pressured by something. For example, I need to graduate with honor so that I can get a good job. Seriously? Kailangan mo bang mag-honor para makakuha ka ng magandang job? A lot of people didn't even finish their education, but where are they now? CEOs, right? I'm not discounting the fact that you should, strive for more, right? But who are you really doing it for? When you say this, diba, yung mga need goals mo, you are at the mercy of something and may or may not serve you in the long run. It might serve you in the short run, but in the long run, it's not maintainable because it's not coming from you. It's coming from society. It's somebody else's dreams, basically. Not to say that we don't need this type of goals, okay? But we should be having less of it. Okay, there are need goals. For example, the company, diba? If you work for a company, they have their own goals that they have to pass to you, right? But if all your life you're just doing the company's goals, right? How are you living your life? Okay? So in the chat, I want everyone, please, to put in what are your need goals right now? Ano yung need goals nyo? Share it with everyone. Put it in the chat. Need to pay that. Okay, who else? You need to pay. That's interesting to. It can be a want goals later. Once we discuss what that is. Anyone else? And by the way, today, at the tail end of my talk, we will do an actual aim smarter framework. So if anyone wants to smart their goals or use the framework that I will be teaching everyone, I want a volunteer. So para magla-live coaching tayo ng konti. Okay? So if there's one brave soul who wants to be my client, right, for the next 5 minutes, please do so. Okay, need to maintain weight, earn money, need to help others. Okay, financial freedom, earn passively. Yun, love ko yun, yung earn passively. Ano yun? Need goals yan. For now. But we can see how we can turn it into want goals. Lose weight. Yan. Ako yan, oo. Need and want goals ko tong lose weight for the time being. Okay, thank you ha. All right. So, ayun, need goals, something, pass it on to you, and you feel that, I have to do it because, right? So you're a victim to something. But bako ba gusto mag-lose weight? If it's coming from a place wherein you want to do it because you want to, for example, for myself, I want to finish the Spartan Super, and at my current weight, I might not be able to finish it. So what I'm aiming for is to lose some more weight so that I can easily hurdle yung mga obstacles, diba? If you're in, halimbawa, in financial freedom, sometimes it's a need because you're a victim to your situation, diba? Not everyone has a big amount of money in the bank, right? Not everyone is financially free, right? So you feel you need it, but once you are there, right, is it really what you need? Okay. Now let's go to want goals. Want goals, on the other hand, are goals that you can set so you can flourish, diba? Yung flourishing state. Want goals are long-lasting in terms of effect of to your life, and it also resonates with you. So ikaw yung nagka-come up nito based on your inner work, dreams, desire, and dissatisfaction. Diba? Ano ba yung mga want goals mo? So these are the goals that we should usually use the smarter framework later, which we will be talking about. Now, in the chat, again, what are your want goals? What goals do you have that you came up with? What goals that you have that you really want to achieve? Abs. Yes. Financial freedom. Yes. Same, abs. Gusto ko na rin ang abs ngayon. Yun, nagiging need goals ko tuloy yung abs. Quality life. I love this. Yeah. I want to have a company without capital. Okay. Pompey, let's figure this one out, ha? Parang ano to eh. Kaya naman, pero hindi tayo magma-magic, ha? When you set company, sometimes you really need capital, no? Time capital, resource capital. That's not necessarily money, di ba? Yan, Seneca travel goals yan. Oo. Okay, so I hope everyone, it's clear, no? When you have a goal, what I want you to do as an action item that you can take home is to just sit down, write down the goals that you currently have, and try to identify whether it's a need goal, right? Or it's a want goal. Typically, as I've said earlier, need goals are, for example, you are working, are the company goals, right? If you can make it your want goals, that's better because you don't have to force yourself to accomplish that, right? But if it's a need goal, check whether how you might want it. If you cannot want it, right, maybe it's time to consider, taking out the goal from your list, right? Because again, need goals doesn't really benefit you. Okay. Okay. Now let's go to why you are not meeting your goals. And I've talked about this before, and really, it's just the opposite of the SMART framework. You don't meet your goals because you make your goals too vague, right? Gusto ko yumaman. Yun, vague na agad yun. What is mayaman for you? Diba? Gusto ko maging healthy. What is being healthy for you? Diba? You make it too vague. You use catchy phrases na ginagamit ng mga influencers out there, right? To brainwash you into having those goals too, right? But it's not specific to you. Okay. The other one, you have no ways of knowing where you are with your goals, meaning you don't measure it, diba? Gusto ko yumaman, paano ko ma-measure kung yumayaman ako? Is it my bank account? Gusto ko maging healthy, paano ko ma-measure na nagiging healthy ako? Is it I'm able to sleep well at night, diba? Is it having abs? How many abs you measure? Oh, meron ako isang ab ngayon. Tomorrow, dalawa na. So may abs na ako, diba? So you don't have a way to measure your goal. Also, you make your goals impossible to reach. Now, that's why it's really important to start where you are right now. Because if you are aiming 1 million and you cannot even earn 1,000, right? Imagine how you will, reach that goal. So sometimes you have to be realistic, no? You have to ensure as well that it's achievable at that current moment. Abs, a big stomach. Sorry, that's cracking me up. Oo, bago yan sa akin. Sa fix. Yan yung meron ako ngayon, bro. Parang pinatamaan mo ka dyan sa abs natin. Okay. Next one, it's not relevant to you. Ayan, yun yung mga need goals, di ba? It's not relevant to you. You keep on doing it. It's not relevant or realistic to you. And then lastly, it's not time bound, 'di ba? Gusto ko yumaman pero hanggang kailan kaya yaman, 'di ba? Gusto mo ba 50, 60, 70 years old, right? Or 20, 25. So it's up to you. Put a time limit, right? If it doesn't work out, create new goals, put a new time limit. Okay? And last two, kaka-add ko lang nito, it doesn't excite you. So, wala. So lang yung goals mo. It doesn't excite you. Hindi ito yung nagiging reason mo para gumising sa umaga. And then lastly, you don't reward yourself. No, you don't celebrate your wins. Those are the tiny wins that helps you go to where you want to be. All right? Questions dun sa why you are not meeting your goals, or if you have any comments around that? Wala. All right. Sige. Now I need a brave soul to do the goal setting. To apply the goal setting. If your goal is to speak in front of people, virtually, this might be the time for you to do that. Okay. Okay. Okay, wala. Hindi pa naman. Meron ka pang 5 minutes para prepare yung sarili mo to be coach, 'di ba? In front of how many people do we have now? 5, 10, 15, 20, 24. Pag wala, magvo-volunteer ako. So magiging need goal 'yon pag binolunteer ko kayo rather than want. Okay. So pag-isipan nyo one brave soul, so that we can show the power of the framework. Okay. I'm gonna discuss the framework that we use for in our coaching school, right? It's actually just aim smart, but I added the ER based on my discussion with JM na nagustuhan ko yung niya, dinagdag niya na 2 words, 2 letters dun sa acronym. Okay? A is acceptable, I is ideal, and M is middle ground. So in any goal, right, we have actually three phases, right, or 3 types, 3 phases. I'll use phases. The first one is, what is your acceptable goal, right? Ano yung pwede na? Ano yung so goal na pwede mong ma-achieve, na gusto mong i-accomplish as of the moment? And then we have the ideal goal, right? Ano yung rurok ng goal na yon? Diba? So if you are setting to be able to run I'm gonna give an example. If you are setting to finish yung Spartan race, for example, myself, right? Ang acceptable ko is to just finish the race. Diba? If I can finish the race, goal accomplished. Ang ideal ko is to finish the race in less than 2 hours. So yun yung ideal ko. So pagka natapos ko siya, okay, panalo na ako kasi less than 2 hours, sub 2. And then yung middle ground, ano yung nasa gitna? If my goal is to just finish it, kunyari 5 hours ko na finish, and yung ideal ko is 2.5, sub 2, ano yung middle ground? Probably finishing it in 3 hours. Right? So yun, in any goal, there is an ideal, there's an acceptable, and there's a middle ground. Okay? So that's where you start, right? What goals do you want to set? So in every goal that you want to accomplish, ask yourself, do I want to accomplish the ideal goal? Do I want just acceptable because of my current situation? Or do I want to, sa gitna ng goal na yun? And there's nothing wrong, okay? There's nothing wrong because you have to always think about your current situation, right? Mamaya gusto mo ng ideal goal, pero nanay ka lang, limang bata, inalagaan mo pa yung asawa mo. May trabaho ka that, gives you around 12 hours worth of work to 16 hours. So do you think that's really possible? Right? So if it's not ideal, what can be an acceptable goal so that you can accomplish, or any middle ground. So always think about what you are, what you have in terms of your responsibilities right now, because that's the number one enemy ng goal, ng accomplishing goals, right? You don't really take into consideration what you have right now. Okay, wala pa ba tayong volunteer? Wala. Doc, MJ, gusto mo ba? Sabi ko sa inyo, mag-volunteer ako pag wala nag-volunteer.
Volonturo na yan. Volonturo na yan.
Ayan,
nag-smile na siya, nag-smile na.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Okay, unmute ka. And I hope you do it with us. No, while we are doing it, do it with us. Have your pen and paper and write a goal that you want to accomplish right now. Okay? Gawin natin kung ano man yung gagawin namin ni Doc. Syempre, depende sa iyo yan kung ano mo. Yung goal na try mo accomplish. Okay, Doc, what goals? If it's great if it's just a vague goal. If it's a vague goal that you want to accomplish para mas magamit natin yung framework. Do you have any goals right now?
Actually, pumasok lang to kanina nung nagsa-start ka mag-discuss, coach, kasi I talked to a client 2 weeks ago. So actually, I have a goal na before sana matapos itong sa acceptable goals ko is before matapos yung 100 days run is maka-close kami at ng deal with activator. So, yun yung acceptable, and the idea is I put a target at least sana 500 kilos. 500 kilos na activator. So, yun, middle ground. Ano nga ulit yung middle ground? Hindi ko masyadong nagets. Sorry.
Yung middle ground sa gitna nung acceptable at ideal.
Okay. So, at least kung hindi, if ever lang, worst case scenario, hindi mag-materialize yung minimum na 500, at least 100 man lang sana. Kasi we really need something na may document. Kasi kami as a team, ang lagi namin pinag-uusapan, kailangan lang maka-start up tayo. Then we believe kasi magtutuloy-tuloy na siya.
Alright. Okay. So your acceptable is pa-close lang yung deal. Yung ideal is 500 kilos worth of order, and then yung middle ground is mas startan lang so that you can build on it. Tama ba?
Yes.
Okay. I have a question for this one. And I'm gonna start with a thought, right? It's a challenging thought for you. How much of this is within your control?
May follow-up pala.
Oo. How much of this is within your control? Yung pag-close, yung pagbili nila ng 500 kilos, o yung pag-start?
Actually yung sa pag-start. Kasi we're still eyeing na may mga kinakausap pa kasi kami, pero sana na mga maliliit din na clients, kaya lang kasi itong client na to, ang dami kasi actually ang problem, hindi mo problem, ang challenge namin kasi dito is that technical support din. So may mga binabato kasi sila sa amin ng mga questions na hindi namin talaga agad nababalikan. So feeling ko, pag hindi namin sila nabalikan agad dun sa mga concerns nila, parang nagiging instead na parang potential client, parang nagiging lost client, ganyan. So yun, parang ganon.
Okay. So yeah. So now we have established na yung 500 kilos is not really up to you. Diba? So kahit trabahuhin mo siya, yung 500 kilos, hindi ikaw yung may say doon, di ba? The only thing that you can do, as you've said, is to really focus on technical support, ensure that you take care of them, right? And what else? That you close them, right? So do everything in your power so you can close them. Now, I'm gonna ask your ideal, di ba? Yung ideal mo is 500. Is that really something you can do or somebody else can do for you?
Mas maganda kung may makakatulong sa amin. Kasi nga I'm not, kumbaga, hindi ako ganun ka-techy when it comes to, yun nga, sa waste management. And very limited yung very limited kasi yung knowledge ko pa, and mas ano kasi ang dating kasi is mas maraming alam yung client, parang gano'n.
Okay. Oh yeah, medyo challenging yan ano. Para na-overpower ka ni client na supposedly ikaw yung dapat mag-balance, no? But basically, right? So for everyone, so I hope you see that, right? So when you set goals, ensure that it's something that you can do, right? Hindi kayo dependent sa something na hindi nyo naman mako-control. Such as yung order na 500, it's specific. Great. You want 500. But then again, paano kung hindi orderin ni client yung 500? Paano kung 499 lang yung order niya? Or 10 lang yung in-order niya, 'di ba? So, ano nangyari sa goal, 'di ba? So, yun, always ensure that goals are specific to you and that's within your circle of influence. So, balikan ko yung yung example ko na Spartan race, 'di ba? Yung Spartan race, gusto ko siyang i-finish within 2 hours, sub 2. Is that something I can do? For sure, if I train really hard, right? So yun. So always ensure that your goals are within your circle of influence. Sometimes it's not possible kasi dependent nga, especially nasa networking kayo, mag-MLM, di ba? It always depends whether that person will say yes or no, di ba? If they say yes, now it's up. So before they even ask that question, yes or no, you have to be there. You have to ask. You have to tell them that, hey, there's an opportunity. But whether they will say yes or no, sometimes it's not really up to you. Diba? So, but what's up to you is the effort to have those people think about yes or no. Okay? So, yeah. So, thank you. So, out of the AIM, no? Ano yung gusto mong piliin?
Middle ground.
You just want the acceptable, the ideal, or the middle ground?
Middle ground.
Okay. And state that again. Ano yung middle ground natin?
Ay, yung sa akin, actually, makapag-start up lang talaga kami. So,
Okay.
Para meron na kaming first-hand client talaga, na hindi kami mag-depend sa other team.
Alright. Okay. So, sige. Then we will, once you know what goal you are choosing, it's whether it's acceptable, ideal, or middle ground, right? That's what we will be smarting. So that's why I asked you, state that again para alam mo yung goals na yon, yung goal na yon, and then we will use the smarter framework for that one. I'll just discuss it. Babalikan kita, MJ, ha? Pagka Doc, dun sa
Yes, sige.
dun sa smarter framework. Okay. So ano ba yung smarter, no? Kita niyo yung screen ko ulit. You should see aim smarter. Okay. So S stands for specific, right? Ito yung kabaliktaran nung kanina. You make your goals too vague, so make it specific, di ba? Also, you make your goals parang hindi measurable, di ba? So make it measurable. How long do you want it? Ano yung success criteria na gusto mo? Is it achievable? Ask yourself, is this something that I can really do as of the moment? Right? Is it with my limited time and resources? Is it something that I can achieve? And then, is it relevant to you? Right? Does it resonate with you? Is it a want goal? And then, is it time bound? Right? We always aim for something. Yayaman ako, pero how long? Kailan nga, di ba? Kailan mo siya gagawin? Ito yung dinagdag namin ni JM, no? Exciting. Is it exciting to you? Right? Does it excite you? Does it make you wake up in the morning and think about it? Then lastly, is it readable? Right? Can you visualize it? Remember going back dun sa dreams, desire, and dissatisfaction. Is it something that you can visualize? Is it something that you can see? Right? Do you post it on your wall like vision boards so that you can get yourself excited when you look at it? Okay? So that's aim smarter. Okay, now we will gonna smart that goal, Doc JM. Or if Doc MJ. So if anyone else wants to do the exercise, pwede kong let go si Doc MJ. If you want to do the smart thing of your goal. Otherwise, we'll talk about Doc MJ's goal. And I hope you're doing it on your own, ha? I hope you're writing it down so that you can really use this moving forward. Walang brave soul. Voluntold ko na naman si Doc. Okay, Doc, let's go to your middle ground, no? Which is to just really get started. Okay, it has to be specific. What do you want to get started with?
Na magkaroon kami ng client with activator for waste management.
For this, sorry, what's the last one for this?
Magkaroon kami ng first-hand client namin for waste management using the activator.
Waste management for the activator. Magkaroon ng client for waste management using the activator. So it's a little bit specific na, no? A client, anong product, and ano yung ginagawa nila para ma-offer mo yung product. So that's specific na. How will you measure it? Ilang client, ilan na benta? We can look at it that way.
Actually, we're aiming for at least 2 clients lang before nga matapos yung 100 days run. Tapos, and we're targeting at least, yun na nga, pinaka-list na sana yung 100 kilos. Worst case scenario. Kasi konti siya for konti siya actually for a waste management project, yung 100 kilos.
Okay. 2 clients, hopefully ordering 100 kilos. All right. Okay. Is it achievable? So that's a question we want to raise. So, possible ba siya? 100 days run, you only have how many? 50? Right? In 1.5 months, is it possible to really get that?
Depende sa budget nila.
Depende sa budget nila. Or ano pa yung pwedeng reason why you might not be able to achieve it?
Kasi actually medyo mahaba kasi siyang process, coach. Kumbaga hindi kasi siya kagaya ng other products na i-try mo lang to, ganito. So sobrang haba kasi ng procedure na pinagdadaanan niya. So we're hoping na kahit papano ma-expedite, alam mo yon, mapabilis para umabot siya dun sa target date sana namin.
Okay. So is it really achievable? Knowing how long the process will take?
Yes. Feeling ko naman, aabot. Di ba?
Okay. Yeah. Di ba? Okay. So if aabot, right, yun yung relevant or realistic. Yung R kasi sa smarter framework. So first R usually is either relevant to you or is it realistic? No? So lagi mong ask yung sarili mo, is it really realistic? Right? Again, with the time bound mo na eh. So sabi mo within the 100 days run. So the next question is it really realistic in the next 50 days? And you said yes, then good. Right? We can proceed. And then the last one is the last one for the smart is time bound. So time bound mo is yung 100 days run. But again, you're not limited to that, ha? If you say you want to do it in 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, 1 year, right? That's perfectly fine. So it's good that you have that. Okay? And then is it exciting you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And how will you make it readable, or how can you make it like something how can you make an anchor out of that goal? How will you remind yourself? How will you visualize the goal?
Actually kasi almost every other day tumatawag sa akin yung client. So sabi niya, Doc, sabi niya, wait lang, kinukumpleto ko lang yung mga documents na kailangan mo din para mapag-aralan. So actually feeling ko kasi talaga it will materialize before talaga and na-excite ako na kasi if ever this is the very first magiging documentation namin in the team sa waste management, and it will really help a lot talaga. Hindi lang sa amin kundi sa entire community. So magbabasura na muna ako.
Magbabasura. Yeah, pera sa basura, di ba? Mga slogan pwede natin gamitin. Okay. O sige. Now, I want you to restate your goal again. Now that we have smarted it.
Okay. Mula sa aim, gano'n? Doon? Or doon sa smart na?
Ano na yung goal mo ngayon? Kasi nag-start ka with just
okay.
having a client.
Okay. So, ang goal ko ngayon is to actually have a client, at least 2 to 3 clients sa waste management that will be using yung activator, and at least sana 500 kilos before the 100 days run, and yun siya. Yun yung goal ko.
Okay. O sige. How comfortable are you now with your goal?
Medyo mas may sense of direction kasi yun na, specific na siya. Tapos clear na rin kung kailan ko ba kailangan i-hit yung goal na yun.
Mhm. All right. Okay. So thank you for for I hope that was helpful, Doc. So
Yes.
for everyone who did this with us, can you state in the chat what your aim smart goal is, right? Your goal statement, so that everyone can see it, right? And if we can support you with that, then we will support you, diba? It's just letting the universe know that, hey, I'm aiming for this goal, right? Universe help me, kumbaga. And that universe can be someone helping you, your upline, your JM can help you with that one. But it's hard to help someone if we don't know what you're trying to aim. So pag sinabi sa akin ni Doc MJ kunyari na, hey Kulas, I want to have 2 to 3 more clients in the waste management sector, and for me to sell activator for around 500 kilos, diba? So it's easier to help her, right? Do I know someone from the waste management sector? So yun, di ba? So just so wala pa ako nakikita na goal, no? So if you are wag kayo mahiya na ilagay yung goal nyo dito, yung aim smarter goal nyo dito sa chat, so that people in the community can help you as well. Okay? So nasa tail end na ako nung talk ko. Let me just share my screen again. Desktop 2. No, yeah, desktop 2. So the last one is for us to do smart work. No, hard work is different from smart work, and I'm gonna share with you how that is different dun sa buhay ko. No, yung hard work para sa akin when we were new here in Canada, I have 4 jobs. No, hard work, striving talaga. Kasi bago ka dun sa country, wala kang kilala, dala mo yung pamilya mo, di ba? So my life has always been in front of the computer for 16 to 18 hours. I was working just because I feel na what we have as of the moment in terms of finances will not be enough for us to live here in Canada. But to what extent, no? Hindi ko nakita lumaki yung anak ko, which is one of my greatest pagsisisi, no? Kasi hard work ka ng hard work, puro ka hard work. You thinking about na I'm doing it for her naman eh. Pero alam mo yun, na-miss ko, hindi ko siya nakita lumaki. Nasa tabi ko lang siya pero hindi ko siya nakita lumaki. So, yun, doon ako naging passionate about managing my time, setting goals, right? Becoming a coach so that I can help other people not to miss those important milestones sa buhay ng family nila, no? So yun, I turned hard work into smart work. So ang goal dyan is how can I accomplish the same, right? With working less. Medyo counterintuitive yan eh. How can I accomplish the same or more with less work, diba? So yun. And it all boils down to really knowing how to break down your goals, right? So it might be a very big goal. Sabi nga ni MJ kanina, 100 days run, right? 2 clients, 500 kilos, diba? So for you to be able to do smart work around that one is to know your numbers, right? Know where you are right now. How can you break it down? Okay, so that's where chunking. Part of smart work is chunking your goals, right? So chunking is a way of breaking down larger goals into more realistically achievable steps. This process helps you to understand all the smaller tasks that are involved in achieving a bigger aim and create a timeline to get them done. Right? So by creating a series of realistic mini goals, so yung big goal na yon, 100 days, i-chunk mo siya into finer mini goals, right? And so that you can feel a constant and building sense of achievement, no? Spurring you to even work smarter. Okay, work smart. So smart work tayo ha. I hope we aim for that one. So chunking, how does chunking looks like? So Doc MJ, di ba sabi mo in 50 days 2 to 3 clients, right? So how will you achieve 2 to 3 clients in 50 days? Balikan kita. Pwede ka mag-unmute. Ikaw ulit, sorry.
Okay lang.
In 50 days, how will you achieve getting those 2 to 3 clients?
Kasi as of now, ang ginagawa ko, I'm talking to my mga friends na nasa LGUs. Tapos, ano lang, nagsasubmit ako ng proposal. Yun kasi yung parang pinakang first step. So, pag may kakilala ko na nagtatrabaho sa munisipyo, tinatanong ko, kunyari, Sir Remar, kanina ba ako pwedeng magpasa ng proposal? We have this product, ganyan-ganyan. So, sasubmit lang ako. Tapos, after a week, saka ako nagpa-follow up. Tapos, pagka wala pang feedback, baka meron ka pwedeng ibigay sa akin na referral. Kanina pa ako pwedeng magpasa. So,
Wow, I love that. Yeah, I love that how you're opening other doors when something closes, diba? So that's really good in business. Okay, now question, how many na yung nag-move to the next level? So proposal is the first level, right? The next one probably is doing the discussion, right? LGU, mahabang trabaho. Kaya pag LGU, di ba? Pag gobyerno talaga, medyo mahabang usapan yan. Marami pa, bidding ek-ek pa yan, kunyari. Anyway, that's beside the process. Pero ano na yung nag-push through? Meron na ba?
Actually kasi coach ko last, doon kasi sa proposal, doon pa lang, ang dami na niyang dinadaanan. So ang daming magbabasa, ang daming mag-approve. Meron na dong mga naka-line up sana for presentation. Kaya lang honestly, yung iba, hindi kasi ako, sabi ko nga, hindi pa ako ready mag-present. Aminado naman ako. So we're looking for someone na pwede talaga, alam mo yun, mahirap kasi mag-talk pag hindi ka ready. So I'm sourcing out for someone na pwede ko sanang, pwede ba ikaw mag-talk dito? So yun kasi actually pagdating kasi doon, medyo doon napuputol yung doon kami na, I mean, ano bang tamang term doon? Parang doon kami nawawala. So yun nga yung sabi ko kanina, pag binabatuhan na kami ng mga medyo technical, so parang feeling ko, lost client na agad kasi hindi na namin nababalikan.
Okay. Okay, that's a separate goal that you might want to aim smart. Okay, but for this one, right, the next step after proposal is to present.
Yes.
Basically, right? Invitation to present, diba? So, ilang proposals na yung nasubmit mo?
Sa LGU, siguro meron na ako na-submit na LGU saka mga private, mga 6 na din yun, na mga company.
So 6 companies yung na-submitan mo. How many invited you to present? Assuming you can, right?
Actually, isa pa lang. Isa pa lang.
Okay, isa pa lang. So 1 out of 6, right? So 1 out of 6. Okay. So that's your so you know now that every time you submit supposedly 6 proposals, you'll get 1 invitation, di ba? Invitation. Now, there's a missing formula doon. Out of that 1, kunyari nakatu ka na invitation, ilan yung naging client, right? That's how you can determine, di ba? The number of clients that you can target or the number of proposals that you have to send so that you can get at least those 2 to 3 clients. Right? So missing pa yung formula mo. Pero moving forward, kunyari, nag-present ka, tapos na-close nyo, diba? So that's your formula. So you start with 6. So if you submit 6 proposals, for example, you know that out of that 6, 1 will invite you to present. Right? So kunyari lang, out of the 6 presentations, 2 yung na-close mo. So you now know that you have to send how many?
12? Ano ba?
Yeah, at least 36 proposals.
36. 36.
Kasi you start with proposals, di ba? Then invitation, and then out of the 2, isa yung So at least 36 proposals yung kailangan mo para ma-send mo yung para makuha mo yung clients, yung 2 to 3 clients. Right? So yun yung chunking, di ba? That's smart work. So if you have 50 days, right, and you submit 1 proposal every day, supposedly, right, then you know how much you can target in every day. Diba? So if you know, for example, let's say, make it flat. Kailangan mo mag-submit ng 50 proposals so that you can get those 2 to 3 clients. Right? So you don't have to overburden yourself sending like how many, 3 proposals a day, then tomorrow isa, then tomorrow 5. You know that every day you just have to send 1 proposal, right? And out of those 6 proposals, isa dun mag-i-invite to present. And then pag na-invite mo yung number na mapapag-presentan mo, right? You know, tapos ma-measure mo na kung ilan yung mako-close mo. So that out of 50 proposals, sabihin natin isa yung na-close mo, right? So yun yung yung closing rate mo. And that applies to everyone, 'di ba? Yung mga naghahanap ng downline, for example, out of the people you send messages to sa Facebook, ilan yung nag-respond? Kung i-measure mo sa 10 messages, isa yung nag-respond, and then your closing rate in terms of inviting them is 1 out of 10. Diba? And then you measure again, dun sa na-invite, ilan yung nag-proceed. and you can measure that so that you know how to target your your work for the day, diba? So that's chunking, breaking down a bigger goal. So for this instance kay Doc MJ, it's 2 to 3 clients, right, into finer details. So now we know that for you to be able to get those 2 clients, you have to send at least 50 proposals. Kunyari lang ha. So yun. So now you can imagine how much work, how much time you need to spend, diba? Okay, so I hope that's helpful. Okay. So lastly, this is my last point is please celebrate your wins, right? Big or small. Now that you have chunk it off, right? So gagawin ko lagi example si Doc MJ kasi siya yung brave soul na nagsalita, if you can send 1 proposal a day, please celebrate that, right? Because it's not every day you can send proposals, right? If you get an invitation to present, please celebrate that. Kasi that's a milestone to your goals, right? So don't forget to celebrate your tiny wins. Do celebrate your big wins, right? Inom, however you want to celebrate, a massage, a pampering session, right? But do celebrate your wins, big or small, okay? Especially the smaller ones. Kasi lagi nating dinidisregard yung mga smaller wins natin, diba? And know that yun yung building blocks ng bigger success nyo. So if you don't celebrate small wins, how will you celebrate big wins, right? If you're not grateful for the small things, how can you be grateful for the big things? So always celebrate your wins. And with that, I can open it to Q&A, and if we don't have time, we can have JM talk about how you can win. Diba? How can you continuously do your goals every day? Okay? Any questions? Comments? Hindi pa rin ako nakakita ng ng goal, aim smarter goal na nilagay nyo dito sa chat. So if you can put it, we have a few more hours or minutes para mailagay nyo dyan. Okay? Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, I'm done. Thank you everyone for listening, especially to Doc MJ for bearing with me dun sa mga tanong ko. No? So I hope that was helpful to you. Okay. Over to you, Joanne.
Ay, hallelujah. Grabe, parang yung mga questions mo, Coach Kulas, parang yung mga yung mga what do you call that? Yung sweat mo ba when you are put on the spot? Ay, parang feel ko si Doc MJ kasi syempre talagang pag-iisipan mo yung mga sagot sa questions, especially with the goal setting. But then again, this is very helpful, Coach Kulas, for setting it yung very clearly how we can clearly set our goals. Kasi minsan, pag hindi mo talaga alam kung paano siya isi-set, hindi mo siya gagawin because you don't really know. I think I'm one of those people dati because I don't know how to set my goals, every day is just random. But then now, at least we are already aware na how do we set these goals. Okay, so I was really caught off guard na binalik sa akin because I thought pasa kagad na kay JM. But then again, tayo naman ready tayo all the time, di ba? So, meron pa kayong time, everyone, to answer yung tinatanong ni Coach, your smarter goals dyan sa group chat natin. Di ba binigyan na tayo ng smarter, you have to parang somehow quantify your goals. Pwede nyo pa pong sagutin dyan because there is still time. While I am looking for my introduction for the next powerful speaker.
Joanne, no need. Okay lang yan. Kahit anong introduce mo sa akin, okay lang yan. It's all good, Joanne.
Para baka gusto pa nilang sumagot doon sa question ni Coach. Anyway, JM, wag ko muna magsalita. Ako na muna. So I think there are still others here na baguhan. And so I really want to take this opportunity to introduce this man. Kasi para sa aming lahat who has been in this team for a while, 1 year or so, we are very grateful to him because he started this community. Hindi lang po tayo team, hindi lang po tayo business, we are a family here. So he deserves all the introduction that who he is. So this man was the youngest affiliate of the company to hit a 1 million income. Diyan pa lang po, isa na po yan sa pwede nating gawing goal to become a millionaire, di ba? He knows how to do it and he has done it. So featured on moneymax.ph as one of the top financial guru to follow on social media. He's the top 1 Filipino consultant in Prudential Singapore when he was there working. His story was featured on businessforhome.org as one of the top achievers of an international company. He hosts a podcast where he invites experts and teaches people how to live their lives, best life, by developing their mind, increasing their money, improve their movement, and help them find their life's purpose or meaning. So he is the newest addition to Chinky Tan. Chinky Tan is the #1 wealth coach ngayon po in the Philippines. He is one of them in the company, in the team, as the leader master affiliate, and will help more Filipinos become financially free. He is a transformational speaker. He is debt-free. Isa sa mga goals ko rin. And semi-retired at the age of 36. Imagine that. And his main mission is to help all ecompreneurs live a life of true freedom. To me, he is a mentor, he is a coach, he is always ready to help. Please help me in welcoming our very own leader, Sir James Tarosa from Darwin, Australia.
Wow, hindi ko yan hindi kita i-stop sa introduction mo. Sobrang ganda. Medyo kung ako taga-kinig lang, parang excited ako ma-meet yung tao na yan. Pero hindi naman nilagay yung handsome eh. Bias ka, Joanne eh. Hindi, joke lang. All right. I'm excited sa training na to because again, sabi ko nga sa inyo, nag-prepare kami ni Coach Kulas for this and I prepared mga around 30 minutes again before the presentation. Well, in fact, no, that's how I work. Alam niyo naman, always ko nga sinabi kay Kulas, if kilala ko sarili ko, I love working under pressure. Right? Naalala mo yung usapan natin. And that's how I do it. Anyway, ito yung question ko. Let's all give a digital clap for Coach Kulas for that wonderful. Actually, it's an amazing thing to start things off if you want to goal set. Or if you want to know how to goal set. Wait lang, yung aking aso medyo makulit. Loki, sit. Good boy. Sorry for that. Anyway, so that's really one parang I can say small snowball to gain momentum for us to know paano mag-goal set. No, ito muna yung question ko sa inyo. Okay lang po ba lahat muna if as much as possible makita ko yung mga mukha ninyo? Okay lang po ba 'yon? Okay lang po ba 'yon? Makita ko lang kahit saglit lang, kahit mga 2 minutes lang, makita ko lahat ng mukha niyo. Ibig sabihin, can you all turn on your camera? Okay lang po ba 'yon? Okay lang po ba 'yan? Ayan. All right, no? So again, we all know pag sinabing training SOP, lagi naka-on yung camera, may notebook at pen, 'di ba? Isipin niyo na hindi kayo nanonood ng Netflix. Isipin niyo that you're here to learn, right? And to gain a lot of knowledge and wisdom para magamit natin not just in business but in life. Yun sabi ni Pompey yun, may notebook and pen, wala sa bed, nakaupo, nagti-take down notes. Yun yung mga training SOP natin. Para pa naman natin si Pompey for that. So I wanna see, can I see everyone's faces? Okay lang ba? Okay lang po ba? Gusto ko lang makita kayong lahat. Ay, itong question ko sa inyong lahat. Ay, wala. Sabi ko 2 minutes, enough nyo na. 5 seconds pa lang yun eh. Alright, ito yung question ko sa inyong lahat. Sino sa inyo, before attending this event or this training, hindi marunong mag-set ng goal, but after narinig si Coach Kulas, nagkaroon ng idea, ganun pala mag-set ng goal. Sige nga, gusto ko malaman, can you type number 3 on the chat below? Kung hindi ayaw nyo magpakita ng mga mukha ninyo, mag-chat na lang kayo. Sino sa inyo nagkaroon ng sobrang clear na idea kung paano, ito pala mag-set ng goal. Alright? Ito pala yung rason bakit hindi ko nakuha yung goal ko. Alright? Diba? Ito pala yung ito pala dapat maging specific, dapat maging measurable, dapat maging relevant sa'yo, dapat A, dapat attainable, T, dapat time-bounded, E, dapat exciting sa'yo. Diba? Yun yung pinaka-importante, exciting sa'yo, and at the same time, readable. Pag sinabi mo kasing readable siya, Ibig sabihin, nakikita mo siya because every time nakikita mo yung goal mo, it reminds you that you have to do this. Alright? O ito yung gusto ko, ito yung sinasabi na kanina, North Star din, si Joanna ta nagsabi, ito yung North Star, ito yung compass, right? Like for example, your kids, when you go home from a very tired work, right? Every time you see your kids, it's that's my motivation, bakit ako nagtatrabaho. Does that make sense? And then, parang lahat ng mga bad trip mo sa trabaho nawala na. Right? That is what we mean, readable siya, nakikita nyo. And every time nakikita nyo siya, nagiging, na-internalize nyo na hindi nyo na kailangan ma-motivate para gawin yung goal mo. Ibig sabihin, it's already part of your system, right? Na every day you're doing that for your goal. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? And dapat meron tayong tinatawag na aim smarter goals. Okay? So, I want you to start with that. If you still don't have until now, no, mga goals na yan, ito lang always ko sinasabi. Alright? Sino sa inyo nanonood ng basketball? Alright? Sino sa inyo nanonood? Or ito na lang, may idea na lang paano manalo sa basketball. O sige, yun na lang. May idea, kahit hindi kayo naglalaro. Alright? Sige nga, pwede kayo mag-unmute. Paano manalo sa basketball? Sige nga, paano manalo ang isang team sa basketball? Sige nga, paano manalo? Paano manalo? Di ba dalawang team nagko-compete? Tumpak, sabi ni Neka, yung team na maraming points, alright, yun yung panalo sa basketball. Tama, hindi? Right? Make sense? Na itong question ko, paano magkaroon ng maraming points? Dapat makashoot. Right? Kaninong goal makashoot? Kaninong basket? Sa iyong basket or sa kalaban na basket? Sa kalaban na basket. Sa kalaban, the reason why they're defending their basket para hindi kayo makashoot. Right? So, ibig sabihin, very simple. For you to win the game, you have to win as many points by shooting many balls sa kalaban na basket. Does that make sense? Right? Na itong question ko sa inyo, if wala kayo goal, alam nyo ba kung paano manalo? Ulitin ko tanong ko If wala kayong goal, alam nyo ba kung paano manalo? And that's the reason why you're not winning. You don't feel you're winning in life. Ang grabe na todo na yung trabaho mo every single day na may burnout ka. Hindi mo nakikita that you're winning because you don't know what winning is. Hi, does that make sense? Right? How will you know you're winning? If, again, you're progressing, what does progressing mean in basketball? Basketball na tayo. You're scoring points. Now, question, are you scoring points? And how will you know you're scoring points? Because if you don't have a clear goal, that's a lot of people na be-burn out sila. And ano na sasabihin? Ano usually ginagawa nila? Because they don't have a clear goal. After trabaho, Netflix. And nothing against Netflix ulit. After trabaho, laro ng computer. After ng trabaho, wala. Chillax. Inom. Right? Like for example, in Australia, very common dito. Right? Yung mga matatanda, right? As in, umiinom every single day because they don't have a goal already. And I'm not talking about just, I do believe hindi lang sa Australia. I do believe nangyari sa Pilipinas. I do believe nangyari din sa Canada. I do believe nangyari din sa US. Right? Because they don't know. Ano bang, what's the reason why I'm working? What's the reason why I'm earning money? What's the reason why I'm paying this debt right now? Does that make sense? So we have to be very, very specific. Kaya sa pinakaunang S, sa smarter na goal, ang pinakauna doon nakalagay, specific. You have to be very specific ano yung gusto mong goal. Alright? So, let me share this sa inyo. Well, in fact, ang ginawa kong 30 minutes before or 15 minutes before, that's how I do it. And wag nyo gayahin yan. The reason why I can do that, no? I can do that because hindi naman sa pagmayabang. I know what I will be talking. So ibig sabihin, binigyan ako kanina earlier, it was around 12 noon my time, binigyan ako ng Kulas ng bullets niya. Sabi ko, okay, perfect. I know what to say sa sa gabing to. Anyway, so ito yung sabi kanina ni Coach Kulas, right? Sininstrat ko. Okay? What's the reason why you're not meeting your goals? Ibig sabihin yung goal is too vague. Actually, if it's not too vague, it's not clear. Hindi kayo klaro. Right? So the reason why may sinasabi, clarity is power, and when you're clear, 50% of the goal is already done. Right? You have no way of knowing where you were with your goals exactly. Yun yung tinatawag ko. Are you progressing? Are you scoring points? Right? You make your goals impossible to reach. That's also the same thing. Like for example, ito another example that I want to share with you. Sorry, medyo hype up ako, so that's the reason why super duper excited ko, because I love this topic, to be really honest. Bakit I love this topic? Because I also messed up on this before. All right, that's why actually I want to commend Coach Kulas. He started with inner work, and I love that. You have to be very also clear sa goal na gusto mo, hindi sa goal na maganda lang pakinggan sa tenga mo, sa tenga ng iba, at sasabihin ay successful yan. Kaya sabi ko dati kay Coach Kulas, sabi ko, what's the reason why a lot of people want material goals? Because material goals are sexy compared to peace of mind. Material goals are sexy from inner work. Like for example, for me, ano yung pinaka-reward ko sa sarili ko? Sabi kanina ni Coach Kulas, you have to celebrate your wins. What's my celebration for my wins? I have more free time. Pwede ako maka-take nap anytime I want. I can sleep anytime I want. And that's for me is reward. I don't need material things to reward myself. That for me is reward. All right? Again, iba-iba tayo. For me, that's me because I work on my inner work. All right? You make your goals impossible to reach. Here's one thing I want to share with you. Anong ibig sabihin nito? For example, gusto mo may puntahan ka na ibang lugar. For example, andito ka ngayon sa bahay niyo, diyan kayo sa bahay mo. Pero kumakati yung iyong paa na gusto mong makapunta sa ibang lugar. So paglabas mo ng bahay, hindi mo alam kung saan ka pupunta. The question is, makakapunta ka ba doon? Lakad ka lang ng lakad, hindi mo alam, napapagod ka sa kakalakad, hindi mo alam saan ka pupunta. Because you haven't set a destination. Again, another thing, tama to, it's not relevant to you. Ibig sabihin, you're just setting goals na maganda pakinggan sa iba. Right? Kasi ito kasi suot ni Heart Evangelista. Ito kasi suot ni Chris Aquino. Joke lang. Dino-joke ko lang kayo. Again, troller ako, pero I hope you're having fun. Yun. The reason why, because you also somehow wanted to be like them. But again, sabi ko nga, always, they're all paid to do that. We're not paid to do that. So that we have a big difference. Yun yung trabaho nila, hindi yan trabaho natin. So that's also based on my last, I think that was yesterday's post, that life is simple. You just have to know your nature. Right? Ang isda hindi pwede mabuhay sa ground. Ang monkey hindi pwede mabuhay sa tubig. The same thing with us. We also have our sariling nature. Right? And then it's not time-bounded. Now, I want to share with you na kahit pumikit yung mata ko, anytime you will question me, Jay, anong goal mo? Alright, I can tell you everything about my goals because I know, I have internalized this for a very long time already. Alright, I just want to share with you para at least may idea kayo kung ano yung how can you set your goals. This is the next thing that I want to share with you. No, na after na share ni Coach Kulas, this is something very, very, very specific for you to win the day. All right? Kasi always ko sinasabi, if you win the day, you win if you win every day, all right? You win if you win every day, nothing else matters. Right? Because you're winning every day with your goals. And that's what I want to share with you. Now, these are very specific goals for me. Ibig sabihin, specific na alam ko anong gagawin ko every day. Right? For me, when I wake up, I meditate. All right? Long walk. So basically, at ito pala, yeah, long walks, the sun, basta I get some sun after meditate. All right? And then, when di ko nilagay dito pa, I drink water. I don't drink coffee 90 minutes after waking up. I don't do that. I drink coffee. I'm drinking caffeine usually 90 minutes after waking up. Alright, then I read a book. And then, this is one thing na plano ko pa. I wanna do some blogs. Right now, content lang, but I wanna do daily blogs, exercise. This is very specific for me. Do my thing. This, ito yung sa middle bottom part. This is ang kwan ko, ang parang picture ko of working online. So as you can see, parang Zoom meeting yan. So this is what I'm doing, right? And podcasting. So I'm very, very specific what to do almost every day or ano yung mga gagawin ko. Okay? Then, well, ito hindi nangyari. It should happen itong April na to. But hindi kami natuloy for some reason, no? Nasabi ko sa wife ko, wag muna. Okay, for some reason, and I'm just preparing for something. So meron na sana kami nakuha ang bahay kasi no, not muna. Anyway, so hindi to natuloy, but this is still part of my goal. I want to have a house na may swimming pool. Bakit gusto may swimming pool? I want to cold plunge. All right, or I want to swim, I want to relax. Gusto ko may gym, and then maglalagay ako ng sauna, and maglalagay ako ng cold bath. All right, so yun yung mga goals ko. And then I want to put more money on investment. I want to build my business globally. I want to travel the world. I don't need a sports car na Lamborghini or what. No. I want I'm planning to have an electric car also. Just when gas prices will really go a skyrocket. At least I have that. And I want to own a touring van. Ang tawag nito camper van. Because I will tour Australia. Yun yung sa mga plano ko. I will tour Australia for 1 year. Alright, so as you can see, this is my abs din ako na goal. Alright, kanina lahat na kayo may abs. Siyempre ako din, di ba? For what reason? No, I just want to have an athletic body. This is not really specific an ab, but I want to have an athletic body. Actually, I want to have an athletic body and I want to be flexible. So basically, if itatakip ko mata ko, I can share with you my goals. So I'm very, very specific. This is what I want. So as you can see, I don't have any other goals. Like for example, I put there Louis Vuitton, Gucci. No, it's not part of my nature. But again, if you want that, it's all good also. Okay, so I'm not against that. Again, I have different. We all have different goals. Okay, so aside from that, right now, I bumalik ako sa pagtakbo. Nag-create na ako ng program ko sa pagtakbo. I'm gonna share with you later. All right, about that, also doing specific goals. So what's the reason why I wanted to go back to running? Because isa talaga sa mga goal ko, every time we travel into different countries, hahanapin ko yung may marathon and tatakbo ako, and then after that magbabakasyon kami. That is my goal. That is one of my goals. All right, isa sa mga goal ko is to do a reverse prayer. So ito yung sinasabi ko, ilalagay ko sa akin ilalagay ko sa aking bahay. So I wanna have my own sauna, infrared sauna, cold plunge. I want to have a Normatec for my recovery. And syempre, gusto ko rin magkaroon ng sariling masseuse or personal na taga-masahe, because syempre gusto niya malaman yung katawan ko. So yun, all of these are my goals. All of this basically. So I want to go, I miss already obstacle racing. Actually, meron dito this coming weekend. Kaso lang nagawa na namin ni Bernie, so parang hindi ko na trip. Anyway, so yun. Those are my specific goals. So as you can see, no, wala din ako, kung ninyo napansin nyo, wala akong mga 100,000 to earn, 1 million, no. Why? Because I'm gonna share with you kung paano gawin yan. Alright? So itong question ko muna. Alright? Meron ba kayong love it? Thanks Kulas. Thanks bro. Nagkaroon na ba kayo ng idea kung paano gawin yung goals? Mas marami na kayo mas nadugtungan yung idea ninyo. Yes. So right now, here's the thing I want to share with you. I'm gonna give you some mantras kung paano pa natin yan ma-hit. Alright, I love mantras, I love battle cry, and one of the reasons why I love yung, actually hindi namin pinagplanuhan ko nung sasabihin namin, but ito lang pinaka good thing, no? Medyo nag-jive kami din ni Coach Kulas, kasi sabi niya kanina inner work. Alright, ako naman, no? Ang sabi ko dito, if you want, pinaka rule number 1 is grow. Grow, and the money will follow. Because simple as this. Tandaan nyo to. We all have a psychological wallet. Or tinatawag natin yan, thermostat. Alright? Na kung ano lang yung kaya ng utak mo, yun lang yung kaya mong kitain. Ulitin ko Kung ano lang yung kaya ng utak mo, yun lang din yung kaya mong kitain. So what's the difference between a billionaire, all right, or a millionaire, multi-millionaire, and an ordinary person just earning like for example, 10,000, 20,000? Parehas lang naman sila tao. Parehas lang naman sila may capacity to work. But what's their difference? Is their capacity to think. Yung mental capacity nila. All right? And I want you to grow. That's the first thing that you need to. That's rule number 1 for me, and always been telling everyone, personal development and personal mastery is a must. And that's one of the biggest reasons I love network marketing, because we all started with that. All right? So grow and the money will follow. Like for example, ito, let me share with you a story of Donald Trump. Ang story ni Donald Trump right now is a billionaire, right? Well, he became actually one of the best presidents in the US, right? We all have different perceptions, but for me, it's one of the best. Anyway, before si Donald Trump, ano nangyari? He became a billionaire, right? He became a billionaire, but nalugi siya. And he almost declared bankrupt. Almost declared bankrupt. But what happened? Hindi nangyari yun, right? He rise up again to become a billionaire. Bakit? It's because may thermostat na siya. Ang thermostat na nakaset sa utak niya, if wala akong billion sa assets ko, hindi ako masaya. Yun yung parang thermostat niya. So bumabalik doon. Not hindi siya masaya, pero hindi siya komportable. Just like this, I'll tell you, okay, very, very specific. Ang aircon natin may thermostat. Tama, hindi? Right? Kung iset mo yan, for example, iset mo sa pinaka-cold, like for example, ang pinaka-cold ko is 18 degrees Celsius. Alright? Pag set ko yan ng 18 degrees Celsius, the aircon will work ng todo-todo para ma-set niya ang buong room na to into 18 degrees. Right? Pag buksan ko ang door, may lalabas na lamig. Right? Bababa yan. Tama, hindi? Bababa yan. Right? But since naka 18 degrees pa rin yan, kung nagpahinga ang aircon ko, because naset niya na yung thermostat na 18 degrees, right? Wait lang. I think okay, akala ko nag-frozen ako. Anyway. So, pagbuksan, syempre bababa or aakyat pala. Ibig sabihin, aakyat sa atin, right? Aakyat, right? Pag sara ko ng pag-aakyat yan, magki-kick in ulit yung motor ng aircon na ibabalik niya dapat 18 degrees yung aircon. Tama ba ako? Does that make sense? It's the same thing with our psychological wallet. Kung bastante ka na kumikita ka lang, like for example, every day ang kinikita mo lang is, let's just say na lang, 500 a day, right? Kahit kumita ka ng 1,000 a day, pero naka-mindset ka, ang thermostat mo 500 a day, yung sobra na yan, igagastos mo hanggang babalik ka lang sa 500 palagi. Right? Because you're not growing. Hindi mo gina-grow yung psychological wallet mo. Right? May mga tao dito na 100,000, less than 100,000 ang savings sa bangko nila, uncomfortable na sila. Right? Kasi dapat 1 million ang savings ko. Pero may mga tao dito na kahit walang bang savings, ang laman lang is minimum, komportable na sila. At pag kumita sila ng malaki, gagastusin na nila hanggang bumalik sa 10,000 because yun yung nakalagay sa psychological wallet nila. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So yun yung kailangan nyo gawin una. Grow. And when I talk about grow, it's not just about your psychological wallet, but you have to grow your mindset. And the best way to grow your mindset is to keep on learning every day. Simple as that. Don't stop learning. If you can, here's one thing. If you really want to grow this 2022, kung gusto mo talaga baguhin, stop. Change Netflix. Kasi wala, to be honest, ano ba nakukuha natin sa come on guys, wala pa ako may nakitang tao talaga na except lang siguro if you did your best job this day, then okay, you reward yourself. But if not, instead of watching Netflix, why don't you watch a 20-minute motivational video? Right? For example, before, I'm gonna tell you, these are very specific. I have a train ride sa Singapore. May train ride ako na almost 30 to 45 minutes sa work ko. It depends kung saan ako magtatrabaho. Alright? Kasi before, dalawa yung workplace ko. It's either I used to stay in CMA before, and nag-work ako sa Kalang or sa, I don't know if I can still remember. Anyway, sa CBD area, City Hall. Okay? So that's around 30 to 45 minutes depende. Instead of listening to music, I don't listen to music, I listen to podcasts. There are 2 podcasts yung pinapakinggan ko lang. MLM Nation, right? MLM Nation, which is basically, it's more on networking, all right? And School of Greatness kay Lewis House. Those are just the 2 podcasts that I believe is in. But right now, there are so many podcasts. Sobrang dami. Sobrang dami. There are clips and there are long podcasts. It depends on you. All right? So, the reason why I can talk to you kahit wala akong any cheat, any notebook right now in front of me, I can talk and talk and talk because those are the things na na-download na sa akin na hindi na matatanggal. Well, in fact, ano sabi nila, and I always tell this is really true. Everyone will ask me, JM, anong pinaka-best investment? Saan ako mag-invest? That time, when I was a financial planner, saan best mag-invest? Sabi ko, invest in this. Invest in knowledge. Kasi hindi ito lang, pwede malawala sa iyo lahat, and I've been into rock bottom thrice, 3 times, right? 3 times ako rock bottom, but bumawi ako. Bakit? Again, yun yung hindi natanggal sa akin. Nawala man lahat sa akin, pera ko, material na bagay, pero one thing na hindi nawala sa akin, yung wisdom ko until now. And I'm not afraid if ever I hit rock bottom. I'm not afraid because I know I can do it again. Because of this. So grow and the money will follow. That's rule number 1. All right? Stop listening to music. Your music is either making you emotional, right? And music, right? Exactly. Guys, ganito na. You know what? Music is programming. That's why there's what we call, right? Ako before, what's the reason why well, gusto ko rin, it's alter ego na ba talaga nag-give you. But gusto ko todo yumaman, number 1, because I listen to hip-hop music. And hip-hop music is more on bling-blings. Hip-hop music is more on, inom. Hip-hop music is more on drugs. Hip-hop music is more on clubs. And that's the reason I was programmed with that. Alright? So it's all programming. Everything is pinoprogram tayo. So instead of listening, for example, tingnan niyo yung mga emotional, mga emo na lang na mga tao. Ano palagi pinapakinggan? 'Di ba yung mga masasad na music, right? Yung nakakababa ng moral, right? So anyway, that's the thing. Instead of listening to music, although it's all good, it's okay listening to music sometimes to rise or move, no? But as much as possible, if you have, for example, may mga time kayo before my car, right? I call my car my learning university. When I was nagbabiyahe kami sa Iloilo, most of the time we don't listen to music pag nag-long drives kami. Dati CD pa yan before, nagbe-burn ako ng CD ko and I listen to Law of Attraction, Bob Proctor, the late Bob Proctor, Jim Rohn. Yun yung mga pinapakinggan namin before. Alright? So again, rule number 1, grow and money will follow. Second, fitness is same as business. Again, these are all, sabi ko sa inyo, mas maganda may mantra tayo or battle cries. So number 1, grow, money will follow. Fitness is same as business. Bakit ko nito nasabi? Simple. Right? Paano ka mag-set ng goal sa iyong fitness, kung nagsiset ka man ng goal, kung may program ka, it's almost the same thing as you said. So kung wala kang fitness goal, wala kang program, hindi mo alam anong gagawin mo. Right? Like for example, ako before, I fall into this pitfall also. Every time pupunta ako sa gym, hindi ko alam anong gagawin ko, wala akong program. So kahit ano, buhat-buhat lang ako. Walang progress. Hindi ko lang alam kung nagpo-progress ako on my weights. But if you do have a program, now you know, may progress ako. Ito, lumalakas ako. Right? And it's the same as business. Hindi na ako masyado magdidwell dito, but I do believe you know what I'm talking about. Alright? You have to create a program. Now, sa atin, anong program natin? Ang dami na nating trainings about this. DMO and ATM is very simple. Doon ka lang mag-start mo na Master DMO, Master ATM. Alright? Micro hustle, macro patience. Another mantra that I'm talking about. Where I've been sharing for a long, long time. Right? Micro hustle means do your work every single day. Every single day. Hustle, 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 micro hustle. Tuturuan ko yung mamaya paano yan. Kasi marami pa kayo siguro confused ano yung sinasabi. Micro hustle, tama yung kanina. Actually, I love yung coaching calls kanila ni ginawa ni Dr. Andre and ni Coach Kulas. Right? Meron tinanong si Coach doon na ano nga to na very specific with everyone here. Question ko, do you know what would be the result? Hawak mo ba yung resulta? Hawak mo ba kung mag-a-approve sila or hindi? No, hindi natin hawak. Ang hawak lang natin yung everyday na gagawin natin. Sabi niya, mag-submit ng letter, mag-contact, all of that. Yun lang yung hawak natin. Those are the micro hustle. Right? Like for example, ganito na lang. If you want to grow, like sino may mga agri-tech dito, mahilig sa agri-tech, right? Hindi pwede paglagay mo ng agri-tech, paglagay mo ng seed, the next day tutubo. No, you have to nourish it. You have to be very patient. So that's where the micro hustle starts, because every day if you put in the work, every day if you put in the work, every day if you put in the work, may mangyayari talagang resulta. Right? May mangyayari talagang resulta. Right? If every day for example, you stop eating sugar, every day let's say, stop eating sugar, may mangyayari resulta. Mawala yung inflammation nyo, mawala yung bloatedness nyo, liliit yung tiyan nyo. Simple as that. Right? Every day you put in the work, the result will come. But when? The question is when. We don't know. I don't know. Like for example, I have a very big goal. Ang goal ko is to put ocean minerals into every household globally. That's one of my biggest goal. Biggest goal. May the question, when would that be? I don't know. As long as I'm putting in the work, it will happen. It will happen. Right? Micro hustle, macro patience. I want to share with you very specific goal that I have. And I started this starting March. Hindi ko lang natuloy-tuloy. To be honest, I put that, as you can see, it's in my, ayan o, nakikita ninyo. Every day I can see it. Readable. Readable. Ulitin ko readable. Okay? So this is my daily goal lang. Hawak ko lahat to. Right? Hindi ko alam kung ano maging resulta, but I know ito yung daily goals ko. Bebenta lang ako ng 4 na OM at isang master package every day. Kung hindi ako, for example, kung hindi ako makabenta that day, babawi ako the next day. So it's either, kung hindi ako makaklose today, I'll close a legend. I'll close multiple accounts. All of that. That gagawin ko yan. And then, syempre, just one city, Chinkitan. Right? Because that's my new job right now. Yun lang. Alright? So, calculated ko na magkano kikitain ko if I'm just gonna work for 25 days. Magkano kikitain ko? Total na kikitain ko is 54,000 just on my effort na hawak ko. Ito yung effort na hawak ko. Make sense? So, kung nakita nyo, wala akong goal na, kailangan itong downline ko maging ganito. Kailangan itong kwanto makaproduce ako leader. No, because hindi ko sila hawak. And I'll just get frustrated if ever hindi mangyayari yan. So, kung ano yung hawak ko, yun yung gagawin ko. Make sense? Everyone? Make sense? Okay. Now, target. Kanina, pinag-usapan natin, nasulat doon ni Coach Kulas, right? Actually, hindi din namin napakuan. Pero, ano yung sabi niya? Yung goal. Di ba? Ang pinakamalaki, sinabing target. Now, alam niyo naman ako, sa mga nakakilala sa akin, mahilig ako maglagay ng mnemonics. Alright? Mahilig ako maglagay ng meaning on every letter of word. So, target ang ating araw-araw na gagawin. Ano ibig sabihin ng target? Today's actionable and realistic goals, each on time blocked. Ano yan, JM? Ano ibig sabihin yan? Ano yung goal mo today? Na actionable, ibig sabihin actionable, kaya mong gawin. Hindi lang ilagay mo dan yung goal mo, ay maganda no, pakinggan, ay makabenta ko 1 master package. Ang ganda, pero wala ka namang action. Hindi din realistic sa'yo, ibig sabihin hindi mo rin kaya gawin. Right? So you have to set actionable and realistic goals and each on time block. Ibig sabihin, meron kang oras na ilalagay kailan mo gagawin yung actionable and realistic goal na yan. Ulitin ko Target means araw-araw na actionable and realistic, ibig sabihin, magagawa mo at gagawin mo at realistic sa'yo na kaya mong gawin, ang mga goal na yan, maliliit na mga goal na yan, alright? Each naka-time block, ibig sabihin, ganitong oras gagawin ko siya. Ilang oras gagawin ko? 15 minutes lang, 30 minutes lang, 1 hour lang. So that is very specific. Alright? So let me give you an example. Anyway, before I continue, babasa muna ako. Wait lang. Wala namang mga kan. Okay. Do you have any questions before I proceed? Does this all make sense? Does it all make sense? Okay. All right. All right. Thank you. So, okay. So for example, I had a goal. Ang goal ko before, 20 straight pull-ups. And I set that goal the time na hindi ako makapag-pull ng kahit isa sa sarili ko. As in, that was 2014. Tinanong ako ng isang kaibigan ko, nag-gym kami, kaya mong pull up, try ko, pak. Actually, I sprained my lats. And hindi ako naka-gym for a long time then. Kasi syempre, di ba, injured ka. Ano ba to, kakainis. But, sabi ko, babalik ako sa goal ko. Kasi syempre, di ba, kalalaki mong tao, hindi ka marunong mag-pull, hindi ka makapag-pull up ng sarili mo. Parang ganun, di ba? Sabi ko, I'm gonna set 20 straight pull-ups. That was 2014. So, paano ko siya gawin? Sabi ko, I'll start with 1 pull-up. So, paano ako makapag 1 pull-up? Kasi hindi ko pa nga kaya. Right? Hindi ko pa nga kaya. Strengthen my back. I research paano mag-strengthen ng lats ko. And I started with that. I started with back row. I started with lateral pull downs, all of that. Until I attempted 1 pull-up. Boom! Sobrang saya ko. Then, sabi ko, another pull-up. 5. But where did I start there? Every day, nag-1 pull-up ako every rest. Diba? May sets and reps yan sa ano nga to, sa pag-workout. Every after set na yan, alright? Yung rest ko, at least attempt. Ito, hindi ko pa kaya. So, I need to work out on my back again. Hindi ko pa kaya. Attempt and until I get the 1 pull-up. Then, when you get that, right? Momentum starts to happen. When results are showing up, it becomes addicting. We always say that, right? Pag may resulta, nagiging addicting sa atin. And that's the reason why we love yung mga sa fitness, right? When you're seeing results, you want to do it more and more and more. Right? Because that's where ano nga to, yun yung talaga mga yun yung I don't know, that's how the body operates eh. Okay? So until nakakuha ako ng 5 and then ng 10 and then ng 15 and right now yung maximum ko actually pinaka-goal ko talaga is 35 na straight pull-ups. Ang kaya ko lang na record is 22 pa lang. Right? So that's where I started. Then I want to share with you ito ngayon, full marathon. Actually, matagal ko na tong goal and always ako hindi ko na-accomplish. Like actually, dapat this was 2019. I injured my hips and my knee. I haven't run for more than 6 months, 8 months to be honest, to recover. It took me 8 months to recover. And then 2020, what happened? Nagkaroon ako ng work. So hindi ako masyado nagka-practice. Then 2021, dapat ito na. Last year, dapat ito na, 2021. Right? Ano nangyari? Nagkaroon ng mandate. Hindi kami makatravel. Hindi kami makatravel. Right? Wala naman dito full marathon sa aming lugar. I canceled. So right now, sabi ko, this is the time. So since hindi ako nakatakbo for more than 3 months actually, no, siguro magtakbo ko once a month lang. Not more than 3 months. Since Natalia was born, Leah was born, 5 months. 5 months pala. Hindi ako masyado nakatakbo. Matakbo man ako once a month, twice a month, parang ganun lang. So I want to go back to running. I want to, syempre, I want longevity. I don't want to injure myself. So kahapon, I started with 30 minutes run. Right? So this week, ang plano ko lang, 30 minutes na muna, 30 minutes na muna. Right? And then I'll increase it to 45, I'll increase it to 60 minutes, and then 10K, 15K, 21K, and the rest goes on. Anong target ko? Today's actionable and realistic goals, each on time, time blocked. So Specific target ko is just to run 3 to 4 times a week. Run hard but recover harder. Because ang pinaka-importante sa akin, I need to recover. With all what's happening sa katawan ko ngayon, dapat mas grabe yung recovery ko. So I want to spend more on recovery if I want to reach this full marathon. Right? This are, again, fitness is almost the same as business. So I'll give you the specific. For example, I want to earn 30,000 per month. Huwag mong pangarapin mag 30,000 ka kung hindi ka muna marunong mag 5K. Right? Hindi ka ba nga naka 5K, mag-set ka na ng 1,000,000? Di ba? So kung hindi mo na hit yung kahit 100K na lang, discourage ka na. Hindi ko kaya to. But if you go back, how can I earn? Okay, let's go start with the 5K. How can I 5K? Okay, i-divide ko per week. Paano yan? 1,250 per week. Paano ko kumita ng 1,250 per week? That's 250 a day. So ano yung target ko? Sell 1 ocean minerals or 160s or 230s a day. How much will I earn here? 300 to kung 30s, that's 158 ata, so that's 316. Right? Very simple. And then you do the work every day. Ano na yung work na sinasabi ko? Ang work na sinasabi ko is the DMO. Connect to how many people a day. Like for example, hindi nyo muna kaya. Sabi ni JM, connect dapat 20. Hindi nyo kaya yung 20. Edi start with 5. Hindi nyo kaya yung 5. Edi start with 1. Right? Ang pinaka-importante, target, actionable, and realistic goals na gagawin mo ngayong araw, every single day. Eh ako, kaya ko gawin. I'll spend time 3 to 4 hours on my business. Kaya ko gawin. And that's the reason why I can talk to 20 people. In fact, specifically, every time I journal, I put my specific goal every day. All right? This is what I'm going to do. And then I do have a checklist. And I only put 3 to 4 actionable goals. Target, right now, I'm going to call that target para madaling gawin. The reason why, balikan ko, hindi nyo nagagawa kasi you set a goal, dami kong gagawin, you're overwhelmed with thinking already, na-overwhelmed na kayo sa pag-iisip, katulad sa nag-overwhelm kayo, mamili kung sa sobrang dami nyong damit, na-overwhelm kayo, ang energy na ubos na, ano sasabihin nyo, wala na naman akong damit susuotin. Because your mind is thinking a lot of things, your energy is already blowing up. But if you put 1 or 2 or 3 targets lang every day, boom, tapos. Simple as that. You don't need to complicate. All right? Stop chasing silly things right now. All right? Stop chasing, always ito sinasabi, no? Stop wasting time on shits. Or ibig ko sabihin ng shits, yung hindi mga makakatulong sa mga goals mo. Right? May goal ka. Kaso lang, syempre ngayon, hindi mo pa alam dati, wala kang goal, you're wasting time. Saan ka nag-waste ng time? You're wasting time on shits. Saan ka nag-waste? News, Facebook, Instagram, Netflix. May bago ako nalaman, dinownload ng asawa ko sa aking iPad, Vicky. Doon sa nanood ng K-drama niya, Joanne. Joke lang. Sabi ko, ano ba ito? Bakit may bagong app dito sa iPad ko? Doon ako nanonood. Anyway, so again, I'm nothing against that. But, for example, in me, for example, if I hit my goal, na-hit ko na. Nakabenta ako isang 4 na OM, isang ano nga to, master package, isang chinkitan. Happy na ako, right? Anong sabi ni Coach Kulas kanina? Yun yung sinasabi nating anong I nga? Aim, I know the I, wait lang. Acceptable. Ano nga yung I? M is middle ground. I is, fuck man, sorry, I forgot. Anong I? Ideal. Right? So yun yung ideal ko. If I hit my ideal, reward myself. Free time ko na. Pwede ako matulog. Pwede ako maglaro kay Leah. Whatever I want. Right? That's my reward. That's how I celebrate my wins. But I can do more. Yes, I can. I can. Like for example, pahinga ako 1 hour. I can go back. Right? So, again, my goal is my goal. Kaya ko tong gawin. Set your own goal. 1 a day. 1 a day. 1 a day. Benta ka lang 1 a day. Okay, now going back. Meron akong goal. Ano yung ginagawa ko ngayon? Specific. Very, very specific. Goal ko ngayon is to benta 4 ocean minerals. Okay? So, I will spend ang specific ko 1 hour to 1 hour 30 minutes doing my DMO. And specifically, yung DMO ko is connected lang into 2 things. Promote either using my group, Mind Your Minerals, share testimonials there, keep adding people there. That's one specific thing. And connect to people. How do I connect to people? Stories. I go all the stories. Kung meron ako mag-comment, I comment, I chat, I react. That's what I do it. And then I start a conversation pag nag-reply sa akin. Right? Specifically, sino yung mga nag-isa pa? That's another thing pala. So 3 pala. Pag nag-post ako ng isang OM or any OM na post on my story, lahat na nag-view, kinakamusta ko kung hindi ko pa sila kinakamusta. That's connect specifically. And then if I get the chance to open up, do you want to try? Do you want to use? Have you heard about this? That's where I promote the product. Wala nang kadami pang kailangan gawin. Right? If nauubos yung oras ninyo, kakaisip, ano ba ang content na gagawin ko? Guys, again, I tell you, copy-paste lang, ang daming pages na kuplahin mo lang yung quote. Right? Ilagay, like, pinaka-last quote ko, anong nilagay ko? Kailangan ko may post dapat. Hindi naman na kailangan, I just want kasi medyo matagal, wala akong post today. Yung last post ko was yung workout. And then after that, mga almost 2-3 hours, wala akong post. So kailangan kong post, wala akong maisip. Sabi ko, hanap nga ako kay Socrates nga quote. Oh, pinost ko Socrates, copy-paste. Diba? Easy as that. Ang importante, visible ako. Yan. And I'm not after the likes. Again, I'm not after that. Importante sa akin, visible ako. Okay? So, any questions at all? Guys, itong nakakatuwa. Nagsasalita ako dito. To be honest, ang benta ko pala ngayon ng aking OM, if you can see, wait lang. Sana ba yung zoom ko? Ang benta ko pala ng OM ko is 2 pa lang today. So medyo wala ako masyadong nagawa na benta. Ayan, 2. Right? But as you can see today, may nag-message sa akin, nakita niya na nag-post ako sa biohacking and he wanted to buy 3 ocean minerals. Done. Done. Do the work every day. Do the work every day. Ngayon lang, hindi ko pa nabuksan. Na-mention pala ako, na-mention ako ni Ellie sa notif. So that's the reason why. Boom. See? Do the work. Do the work every day. I'm done. Tapos na ako sa training ko. Do you have any questions at all? May mga questions ba kayo? Does this make sense? Does this training make sense already? I mean, mas lalo ba kayong sabihin nyo, ay, hirap pala mag-set ng goal. Buti na lang wala akong goal. Wag na lang mag-goal. Di na kailangan mag-goal. Mas maganda walang goal. Whatever. Di ba? But again, guys, mas maganda may goal. Not, again, always dito, di ba? Ayaw natin. Ito question ko muna. Question. Meron akong mga nababasa before. Gusto nila ng stress-free life. Ayan. Sino dito may gusto ng stress-free life? Type number 5. Sige nga. Gusto ko lang malaman. Sino gusto ng stress-free life? Sige nga. Stress-free life. Oh, si Joanne ayaw. Oh, si Maria. Gusto ng stress-free. Did you know that we need stress to grow? Huwag niyong pangarapin yung stress-free life. And I want to thank Joanne and Marie for accepting. I know everybody wants that. Alright? Nahihiya lang yung iba. Baka i-troll na naman ni JM. Hindi, joke lang. Joke lang. Joke lang. But again, we are designed to grow through stress. We are designed to go through pressure. Nang pinanganak tayo, we started with stress na tayo nang pinanganak tayo. Pressure. Umiiyak. Nung lumabas tayo, umiyak tayo, right? Pressure. Kailangan magbigay. Na-experience ko talaga yan. Yung pressure, yung stress, everything na nanganak si Bernie. I was there looking nang lumalabas yung ulo ng anak ko. Sabi niya, wag mo tingnan, wag mo tingnan. No, tingnan ko dapat. I was there and we were born to stress. After that, pag naglalakad na yung baby ko, mas stress yan, mapapressure yan. Para marunong maglakad. That's life. Huwag niyo pangarapin yung stress-free life. Pangarapin niyo na mas maging malakas, mataas ang mindset niyo kung ano man ang problema lalabas. Kasi again, going back, sabi ko nga, if this is the problem, and you're thinking below, yung mindset mo masyado mababa sa problema, edi malaking problema yan. Tama hindi? Right? Because if this is you, this is the problem, malaki talaga yung problema na yan. But if you grow yourself against the problem, right? There will be little problem or maybe no problem at all. Right? So again, huwag niyo pangarapin, pag may stress sa buhay, know where that stress is coming from. Bakit ako nasa stress? Kasi ganito ako mag-isip. What if I'll change my thinking on this? Right? Anyway, guys, I've said a lot. 2 hours of training natin tonight and I'm very happy all of you are here and I hope you're learning. Sabi ko nga, no, kahit ilan yung mag-attend dito, it doesn't matter for me. If may naturuan kami, 1, 2, 3, and na-apply ito at naging super duper successful, mission accomplished na kami dito. Mission accomplished. Because before, tinuruan lang din ng isang taon, and I started with one person, Junel Fernandez, until now, hindi ko makakalimutan yung tao na yan. Nakasabay, through Junel, nakilala ko si Ray Divinagracia. Si Ray Divinagracia, naging katandem ko, and he has been in the networking for almost a long time. Nauna siya sa akin, ang dami ko rin nakuha mga, tips sa kanya. It all started from there. It will all start from here also. Okay? So I hope you start to set your goals. Take time. Kung nagbibigay kayo ng oras, manood ng K-drama ninyo, na wala naman kayo nakukuha, kundi, ganda ni ganito, ganda ni ganyan, di ba? Set your goals and focus on your goals. Right? Set your goals and focus on your goals. And I want you, here's the thing. If hindi pa rin kayo klaro, let me give you an invitation. If hindi pa rin kayo klaro sa pinag-uusapan natin, naguguluhan pa rin kayo, I want you guys to book kahit isang session lang with Coach Kulas. This free session is what we call discovery. It's for free. Wala kayo kailangan bayaran. Alright? And hindi ibig sabihin na gusto nyo mag-work sa kanya, makakapag-work na kayo because he will also assess kung sino gusto niya makatrabaho. But here's the thing. Alright? Wala kayong babayaran. Go for that discovery because I do believe on the first session, marami kayong madidiscover, especially sa sarili nyo. And once you start to discover yourself, everything else follows. Mas magiging clear kayo at yun sabi ko nga, once you're clear, alright, 50% of your goal is already done. So book a coaching call with him. Alright, bro, can you type your Facebook? Para at least they can book a coaching call with him. Just one time lang, tingnan nyo lang. Alright? If you can work with him and he can work with you. After that, if you want more, then that's the time syempre you have to pay for his professional fee. But first event or first meet up ninyo, hindi nyo kailangan magbayad. Now, the reason why I am promoting him because I know and I do believe makakatulong to ng sobra-sobra sa inyo. Alright? He knows what he's talking about. Pinag-aralan niya yan, may mga kliyente siya, and even dito, Joanne had a good experience. Joanne, do you want to share your experience with Coach Kulas?
Coach Kulas. Basically po, yung thank you for letting me share, JM. Yung coaching will really change the way you think. Yun ang pinaka-importante. Because to be very honest, dati I'm a very emotional person. Konting bagay lang na tinitake ko personally. Hindi mo lang ako pansinin pag dumaan ka. Ano na ako? Na-stress na ako. Ha? Anong kasalanan ko? Bakit ako hindi pinansin? Wala naman akong ginawang masama. But with coaching, it will change everything. Marirealize ko na, ay, nothing happens personally. Baka may pinagdadaanan lang yung tao, hindi ikaw yun, siya yun. So with coaching, it will change you. And it will make you see life better. And alam nyo, mas magiging, although nga stress, we grow in stress, pero mas marunong ka na ngayon mag-handle ng stress.
I love that.
Kung na tinitake ang stress. Ganun ang ka-effective ang coaching.
Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Joanne. I love that. I love that. That's really true, no? Na imagine, no? If you take everything personally, imagine gaano ka stressful yung buhay mo, 'di ba? Di ba? Parang hindi lang mundo ang ano nga to, hindi lang mundo ang ano nga to, anong tawag nito? Buhat-buhat mo, 'di ba? Planeta ang buhat-buhat mo. Universe yung buhat-buhat mo pag lahat ng tao, 'di ba? May sasabihin, take mo personally. Anyway, that's really very, very powerful. And dyan pa lang, guys, dyan pa lang imagine, once you release all that garbage, I call that garbage, baggages, life will be very, very, mas madali ka maging successful pag na-release lahat na yan. And yun yung isa sa mga bagay na pwedeng i-share, ituro, at hindi lang i-share, ituro, no? We have this thing called It Transform in the coaching world, that we transform lives, right? Yun yung bagay na hindi nyo mababayaran ng kahit, for example, kahit binayaran mo pa yan ng 50 mil, yun yung bagay na kahit 50 mil yung binayad mo, dala-dala mo yan. Dala-dala mo yan. It's not all about the money. Alright? So again, maraming salamat sa inyo. Let's have a quick picture. And can everyone, if you can all turn on your camera, mas maganda. Pero mas maganda ang labas ng picture natin. Alright? So, what we're going to do is, syempre, very simple nung gagawin nyo, hindi nyo binayaran to. Well, in fact, sa ibang company, binabayaran to. Itong alone, goal setting alone, we pay for this. Sa ibang company, goal setting alone. But this one is for free. And I want you guys, simple lang, if you can write your takeaways, kung ano yung mga nalaman ninyo, alright, and then tag me and tag Coach Kulas, very appreciate na namin yan. And because of that, syempre, we also know na, this created an impact and a transformation into the lives of you guys. All right? So yun, let's have a quick picture. Turn on your camera. Let's have a 1, 2, 3 smile picture. All right? So 1, sige, may mga gusto pa bang humabol? Turn on your camera. All right, okay. 1, 2, 3, smile. All right. So ipopost ko na ito sa ating group. Coach Kulas, maraming salamat. Joanne, thank you for that powerful introduction. As always, ang galing mo talaga mag-start. And syempre, Doc MJ, always game na game. And sa inyong lahat, maraming salamat sa inyo. God bless you all. And mabuhay tayong masaya, masigla, at mayaman with Classic World. Bye, everyone!